Hello and welcome everyone to the very first video on this channel. Hopefully we will have more. I'm going to be doing a maintenance and a little bit of a rescape on this ADA 120P. It isn't an ADA brand, it's a Sephora tank, but it does have the old ADA 120P dimensions, which is the 120 length by 45 width by 45 centimeters height. Here is a video of the tank here. As you can see, it is a little bit well developed. I'm going to be doing a maintenance today, basically removing some of the plants that haven't been doing that well. I'm also going to be redoing the sand path here, as it does get a little dirty from time to time. The shrimp like to kick the pebbles around, as do the Siamese algae eaters that are in this tank. You can see we have plenty of green neon tetras in here as well. Some of the plants have been trimmed a bit much, so we will be replanting them, mainly these Rotala species. And you can also see here that the Diplis deandra hasn't been doing too well, so I don't know if we will remove that or try and top it and replant it. But as you can see, there are some patches and some spots here that do need some trimming, as well as some general maintenance. I'm going to also clean the glass. I will not take out the ADA pollen glass diffuser today. I will when I clean the lily pipes. I usually clean the lily pipes and the pollen beetle the pollen glass diffuser once a month. I'll usually do that, and I'll do them both at the same time, but I will actually scrub the top of this with a toothbrush. As you can see, there is quite a bit of some algae buildup on there, which does stop the CO2 bubbles from diffusing as rapidly. But yeah, I'll just do a general walk around. As you can see here, we did have some Myrophilium Guyana species in the back corner here that it was doing much better before, but I don't know if I had enough light on this tank previously. I was only using a single Twin Star 1200 SA, and I have recently added the smaller fluval light, which you can see here, for a little bit more strength with the lighting, to see if that would benefit some of the plants. Some of the plants have been doing better, but I'm not sure if I will just top these and replant these or just replace them with other plants. But that is one of the plants that definitely isn't doing that great. The Rotala green is doing really well, so I'll most likely just trim that a bit and replant that as well in the back. You can see the Rotala atra over here. I just trimmed this a little while ago. It hasn't really shot out new sprouts yet, but I'm hoping it will. And I also have some new Rotala that I'm going to plant as well to help make that look a little bit better and bushier. I am really happy with this side of the tank, but we are going to trim that side as well. So, all right, and I'll show you the new plants I got in the mail today as well. So here we are with the plants that I purchased. I purchased them online from an online store. Not sure if I'm going to mention them or not. No, I'm not going to mention them. But we have, I think what I'm going to replace the Myrophilium species with is this Myaka fluviatalis. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but it does have, as you can see here, a smaller leaf structure, which is what I was going for to create more depth in the back of the tank. When you have the plants, with the smaller leaf structure in the back of the tank, it helps to create more depth. We also have Rotala green over here, which is in the emerged state. These actually were grown out of water. As you can see, the leaves are a little bit different from the pattern that I just showed you in the fish tank. when they're grown under the water, the leaves tend to be thinner and skinnier. So you can tell that these were grown outside of the water, which most plant stores will do that. They will send you the plants in the immersed stage. So that's Rotala green. Down here we have Rotala Ceylon, which I believe is supposed to be a more robust Rotala rotundifolia. So it's gonna be basically the same as the Rotala green, but an orange tint, a more orange pinkish tint when it is grown under the right lighting conditions. And then over here we have more Rotala Atra, which is like the green in the Ceylon, but it is definitely a more pinkish reddish tone when grown under the right lighting conditions. And then over here we have a Hydrocoetal verticulata. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but this is the first time I've actually tried growing this plant, but I figured I needed something in the foreground to create less symmetry in the tank, because I believe there's too much symmetry in the tank currently. So I think this will help break that up and give it more of a natural feel. And we also have a tissue culture cup of some dwarf baby tears, which we do have a little bit of a carpet in the middle of the tank in the back, and there's a couple patchy spots that I think I need to try and replant. I think it may have become too bushy at some point and uprooted. So we're going to try and replant this to try and get that little patchy spot there to become fully grown in again. And then I also have another tissue culture cup. I believe this is Hydrocoetal tripartia, which is going to be kind of a smaller looking version of this plant, but I believe it's more of like a 4-leaf clover leaf shape. I'm not really sure, but it's going to be a lot like this other larger hydrocoetal species. All right, so here we are about a day after planting the tank. You can see that I trimmed pretty aggressively, but I'm not too worried because the plants, they will grow back, and hopefully they'll grow back more robust. As long as I keep up with the trimming this time, I don't think we'll have any problems with the plants being too top heavy like they were previously. And yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Thanks for watching.